Hi! Guess what I'm doing? I am doing something called forest bathing. I didn't even know that was a thing until very recently, but it's been something I've been doing for years. Come to the forest, usually I'm taking a hike with my dog Joe, and then at some point I like to lay down and get dirty. I like to lay down, as you know, and have the earth hold me. I like to imagine that I'm kind of getting a transfusion and sending all the craziness out of my nervous system into the earth, and taking some of her calm and her grace and her spaciousness into my body. And then I recently was talking to someone about it, and they said, "Oh, you're forest bathing." And I was like, "What?" Apparently in Japan, they have been doing this for a long time, and scientists are even studying the effects of what happens to us when we go into a forest and we interact with the light and the sounds and the trees and the plants and the animals, because everything in the forest is giving off something, and all of those things are interacting with our bodies. And they have come up with a lot of really interesting things. Maybe I'll list some of them for you later, but it's really helpful in slowing our heart rate, in reducing our stress levels, and helping people sleep better. It's helped to recruit something called natural killer cells in the body, which are really great for immune response. The list goes on and on. I just know for myself that I come to the forest to feel small, to feel like I am just a wee little thing in the middle of this giant, vast forest full of creatures, full of giant trees that are towering over me. I come here to just slow down and reconnect with myself, and it's like I find my balance again. I find my equilibrium. I stay as long as I need to stay. I lay as long as I need to lay until I feel kind of one with the forest, until all the thoughts in my own head manage to slow down enough that I'm just tuned in to the sounds of the creek and to the beautiful chirping of the birds. I take in the way the light comes through the canopy of the trees over my head. I like to feel the dirt underneath my fingers. And this is an amazing way that especially those of us who live in the city, which most of us do these days, can really come back to ourselves and ground. Literally, you've heard of grounding before? This is a great way to do it. Lay on the ground. And if you don't have a forest right near you, go and lay under a big tree and see if you can let yourself be held and connect to that very tree, the being of that tree, what magical chemicals it might be sending off into the air that are interacting with your body, that are conspiring for your health and your benefit and well-being. Because when I lay here and I let the sights and the sounds and the feelings penetrate my body, I am so clear that all of life is here for me, that I am connected to all of life, that I am part of all of this. Just one wee little part of the forest. And it feels